belli! These are B and Matt, and welcome to the channel where everything is gluten-free and authentically Italian. Today we're going to show you a delicious second course with ingredients that will enchant you. We're talking about Saltimbocca alla Romana, obviously in a gluten-free version. This recipe is facile facile. How's this recipe?
Easy peasy.
He's doing well with this English session. So, easy peasy recipe that you can make in less than 20 minutes. Matt will introduce us the ingredients.
So, we have vitella, which is veal, salvia, sage, prosciutto crudo, raw ham, farina di riso, rice flour, burro, butter, olio d'oliva, olive oil, vino bianco, white wine, and finally stuzzicadenti, toothpick, che non si mangiano.
That we don't need to eat them. The origin of this dish dates back to 1800. Although the long disputes which collocate this recipe to Brescia, a city in the Lombardia region, facts report that it was Pellegrino Artusi, an Italian writer and gastronome, who first tasted Saltimbocca alla Romana in a Roman well-known trattoria called Le Venete. So, we can claim the fully Roman adoption of this dish. The reason why we call them Saltimbocca alla Romana is because the literally translation is jump in the mouth, and they are so tiny that you can eat them in one bite. Now, let's get started. But as usual, I remember that you will find ingredients for 4 people recipe at the end of this video. And if you want to see more or if you want to know more, please remember to subscribe, give us a thumb up or just leave us a comment. For our saltimbocca, the first thing to do is to prepare the meat. Take the slice of veal and cut it in tiny pieces. Usually we can get 3 or 4 pieces for each slice. Second step is to put gluten-free rice flour in a bowl. You have to know that the traditional recipe is made with wheat flour, but we revised it to give you the chance to taste this amazing dish. Start by flouring every piece of meat. Be careful when you do this action, as the meat will immediately absorb the flour, so no mercy when you work your piece of meat. Make sure that every single part of it is well covered by flour. Now is the moment I prefer, the creation moment. You don't have to be precise as Michelangelo, but try to size carefully the piece of gluten-free raw ham on your piece of meat. For each piece, we foresee a slice of ham and a leaf of sage that will be held together by the toothpick. Cooking time. Pour the extra virgin olive oil in a pan and make sure it will well adhere all over the pan to cook our meat. Start to put our saltimbocca. If the pan is too small, move them frequently. Usually they should cook for 5 minutes, as veal meat cooks in a very short time, and flame should be medium for the whole cooking. If you see the oil is not too much, feel free to add a little bit more. This ingredient is so important to avoid the meat sticking on the pan and burn. Turn the meat for some seconds in order to guarantee a perfect cooking. When I talk about seconds, it means just a time to put a pinch of salt and turn them over again. Be careful with the salt. You have to put it in the part without ham, as the ham is salty on its own. While the meat is still cooking, add the floured butter. Put it into the pan with our saltimbocca and add the white wine. Stir it frequently to help the butter melting together with the rest of ingredients. And when you have reached a nice sauce, add a pinch of sugar to kill acidity given by the wine. A hope you have trained at the gym before this recipe, as arm workout is necessary due to the frequent sauté. Turn the meat again for some seconds for more flavor on both sides. We are now ready to serve. Arrange your saltimbocca in a plate and decorate them with the remaining sauce, which will give them smoothness and flavor. Remember, dry saltimbocca have no right to be called saltimbocca. Alright, this is actually the result I was expecting while Matt was cooking. He made me so proud today and so hungry. Saltimbocca alla Romana is the symbol of Rome, a very easy-peasy recipe to make in a short time. Saltimbocca are invited all over our territory. There are many people coming from other regions who, as soon as they arrive in our city, they want to eat this delicious dish. I suggest you to learn this recipe if you want to prepare something special to your guests and leave them astonished regarding your culinary skills. Buon appetito!